Hello, today we will be taking a quick look at the Casio GBD-800-ER watch. It's a step tracker watch that has a Bluetooth connectivity but without any smartphone functionality. Now let me just give you a very quick look at what you get as a packaging. This is the box. Then inside you have some manuals. For example, there's this card that shows you how to download the smartphone app. Then there's the international warranty card. And then there's the metal box itself, which is really nice. And you've got the manual. And some other stuff inside. I haven't even looked at all those things. There's the tag that comes with the watch. That is the box itself. Pretty cool. You could use it for something else if you don't store the watch in there. Now as for the watch itself, I keep it in a nice fake leathery box along with some other Casios, which unfortunately I simply do not wear, almost never, because I mainly use this one. It's my everyday watch for pretty much everything, and I rarely use any of those watches, including this one which I bought recently. However, I keep them because I simply like how they look. Now as for this watch itself, I just take it off. Now the watch looks extremely nice, like it's really cool. I quite like this neon green coloring, and the most beautiful part is that the metal ring is inside, it's beneath the watch's glass, so you will never scratch it. This green will never go bad, or the colors will never fade. It's pretty cool. Now you have the standard Casio materials. It's really good. It feels really nice. There are the wings here, those things which help the watch stay comfortably on the wrist. Now as for the construction, it's mostly plastic, but it feels solid, it feels premium. This button here is actually metal, which is really cool. I love it. Now for the watch itself. What functions does it have? As you can see, it shows the current day, it shows the date, shows the time. You can see in this little circle here, gives you some graphical representation of elapsed seconds, which is kind of cool. A bit useless, but cool. Now as for the modes, we've got the current phase, then we got a stopwatch, then we got a recorded stopwatch. You can record every single stopwatch. I believe it has about 100 or so memory entries, and you can go around and check every single recording you've done along with the date. As you can see, it's pretty cool. And it also, you can send all of these to your smartphone and look at them in there. Then you've got the timer. You can set different timers, of course. Then you have dual time, and you have alarm. I believe in here, oh yes, here's how you change the alarms. There's a signal, that's the hourly signal. I currently have it off, so because I don't really wear this watch and I don't want the battery to go to expire too fast. And this is the main watch face. Now, the strength of this watch is not only the timekeeping modes, but it also has a step tracker. So when you press this button here, and as you can see, you go into the step tracker mode. There are 0 steps, as I really haven't worn it at all, but it's really nice. You get up here, you get graphical representation of the steps by hour, like a little box start going up. It's pretty cool. And you can also connect it to your smartphone for synchronizing. You can send the steps over there, and it's pretty cool. Now, if you use it to track, for example, a run, you can choose for the watch to use the GPS on your smartphone. So when you run, then on your smartphone, you will get a nice map of your surroundings and where you performed your run. So you would see every little street or sidewalk you went through. It's really cool. Now the battery on this watch, as far as I know, lasts about 2 years or so, at least by specification, but I guess it will last much longer. Now, if you use the light all the time, of course, it will go bad faster. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, that's the light. It's really nice. It's really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much everything there is about this watch. It's a step tracker with premium quality, and as you can see, it's not as big as the GBD-800 that I have currently on. It's a bit smaller, and it's a bit let's see how I can show it. And it's also thinner, so you could wear it underneath, say, a shirt easily. Now, as for how it looks on the wrist, just give me a second. This is my current watch. I love this watch because it I will make a separate video on this. Now, as for this one, let me just put it on. Now, mind you, I have a kind of big wrists, I would say, and it still looks really nice. Like, the size is really cool because it looks good on smaller hands and on larger wrists. It fits nicely. So yeah, if you want a watch that's not a smartwatch, but if you wanted to have a step tracking feature and for you to be able to see those statistics on your phone, this is a really nice choice. But of course, it has no smartphone options. It doesn't detect anything automatically. It has no altimeter, barometer, thermometers. It only has the step tracker, and it's relatively cheap. It's about, I'd say, 70 or 80 euros or something, and you can sometimes find it on a sale. Now, the buckle is plastic with aluminum here. This is the aluminum bit. It really keeps the watch nice and tight. It does not move, and I really love the locking mechanism here. It's really good. It just snaps in place and the watch never moves. It's pretty damn cool. Now, this, as I said, is about 8 euros, and this one is about 400 euros. So yes, you can feel the materials on this one being a bit more premium. However, the lock on this more expensive one is absolutely the same. It's exactly the same thing. It's plastic with aluminum. And even the locking system here is almost the same. So yeah, this is like the the younger brother, the smaller brother of this one. And yes, if you want a nice step tracker watch that you can use as a daily beater or in your work or anything, this will survive pretty much everything. It's indestructible as other Casio G-Shocks, It's really tough, it's really light, it feels nice. And if you don't want any smartwatch functions, only a step tracker, this would be one of the perfect choices. Of course, Casio also has a slight variation of that model, which includes analog watch face with arrows, with hands, and just a small digital LCD display. This one is fully digital, as I prefer digital watches. And yeah, it's a cool watch. Now, I will be doing separate reviews on the other watches that I still don't wear, and I will make a large review on this one that I've been using for a year or so. I haven't really used this one. I think I wore it about twice or three times. I don't know. As I really like my watch to have notifications and smartphone functionality, but I really like how it looks. It's just amazing. Casio does some pretty magical things with their designs. So yeah, I think that's about it. That's how the stopwatch looks. It's cool. Those are the timers. Yeah. Well, I think I showed you everything. So I will be ending this review. If you have any questions about this watch or anything else, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.